tell me this. Does Stafford have more to prove?
Oh, of course. Yeah. There's no question about it. I mean, this goes back to the summer, the trade, most pressure in the NFL. They went to trade for him to go win a Super Bowl. And the thing that I love the fact is he's ready for that moment. Like, he wants that. And you saw, Playmaker, you saw a little bit where he said, Steelers, so I can't do this segment with sitting down. I'm too hype. I'm too hype for this guy, right? This is why I'm wearing a jacket today, because everybody needs a wingman, Stephen A. And I've been to dudes. My favorite part about this, I got a lot of favorite parts about this. So I was with Matthew for a couple years, right? And I would watch this dude show up every single day. And I'd have people tell me, I would have writers in Detroit come to tell me, Matthew Stafford's not good enough. I'd be sitting there like, you're out of your mind. I'd be walking around town and people would come up to me like, all he is a stat patter. I'd be like, dude, this dude is great. I'd have people on social media, all you people on social media, that'll send me memes and say, I wish someone would back me the way you back Matthew Stafford. He sucks. You guys were all wrong. And there's been a small community that tried to tell everybody, like, this dude's great. And for him, he just showed up, and he was a great teammate. He'd always take the blame. He'd always give the credit. Always take the blame. Always give the credit. And when he was traded to Los Angeles, he said this, I just want the chance to have games in January with the ball in my hands and the chance to make a play. And he did that. And I said this a couple months ago. There is not a cat in the league. I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Josh Allen, that I want with the ball in their hands, with the game on the line, more than Matthew Stafford. And I just wanted America to see the guy that so many of his teammates saw. And that's what happened. So all the people that said he sucked, you were wrong. All the people that said he couldn't deal with the pressure, you were wrong. All those people who said he was a stat patter, you were wrong. He's finally got a good team around him, and now he's in the NFC Championship game, and he shut a lot of people up. A lot of people. And that's my favorite part of yesterday. And that's why I'm wearing the jacket. And Stephen A., I know you had a comment about Matthew Stafford not too long ago that I remembered.
What did you remember? What did
you said, Matthew Stafford, stop acting like you're a Detroit Lion.
Because at the time, over a 7-week stretch, he wasn't looking too good.
No!
Was that not? Oh, no. See, now you're lying. Because what you said was, Matthew Stafford, you were not concerned about him at all.
Correct.
Even in the throes of those troubles.
Correct.
You didn't disavow those troubles. You didn't act like they didn't exist. You just said you weren't worried about it because in the end he would show up, which he did, and he deserves credit for it. But it's not like the rough patches didn't happen. So while the rough patches happened, we pointed them out. You were like, you're not concerned at all. We were like, how the hell can you not be? Because if he continues to look like this, it's a problem. Now, let me say this to you. Matthew Stafford threw for 366 yards, 2 touchdowns, not a single interception. I thought he had a great game, and I thought he showed up when it counted. And this is a very proud moment for Matthew Stafford. I recall when he got traded to the Los Angeles Rams, everybody talked about how that was a big deal. It was a significant upgrade from Jared Goff. Sean McVay, we even had debates. Who has more to prove, Matthew Stafford or Sean McVay? Because Sean McVay, now you got this talented quarterback because we all knew what Matthew Stafford brought to the table. The game-winning drives in the fourth quarters, the wins that he produced to get for the Detroit Lions. The problem was in his relatively illustrious career, numbers-wise, he had never won one single playoff game in the only 3 appearances that he made. The last 2 weeks, that has changed, obviously. But what I'm saying to you is this. The questions about him were legitimate. Let me add another thing to you while you're sitting there bloviating about something. I love how you just conveniently ignore. They were up 27-3.
Stephen A., don't go there, Stephen A. Don't go.
Hold on. You got to be fair.
This is a good spot. This is a good spot.
You can't be you're objective and phenomenal with everything else.
Dan, this is a good spot.
But you get emotional with Matthew Stafford. Let's reel you in a second here. Let's reel you in. They were up 27-3. Let's say for the sake of argument when you had the bad snap, okay, and Tampa Bay recovered the football and what have you. Let's say stuff like that happened and Matthew Stafford didn't have a chance to have that moment. What would we be sitting here today saying? We'd be talking about how he didn't get it done. That's not Matthew Stafford throwing an interception.
Right.
That's not Matthew Stafford's fault per se, but he wouldn't have gotten it done because they would have lost the game. He showed up when it counted and had that pass to Cooper Kupp. I have no idea how you let Cooper Kupp get behind you. Anybody but Cooper Kupp, who destroys everybody, and somehow, some way, Tampa Bay allowed them to get behind the defense. You got guys the lane they're supposed to be blitzing, and Davis and others, and they didn't blitz. We get all of that. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. Don't act like you weren't sitting there when they up 27-3, because I thought Tampa Bay was going to get blown out of the stadium.
I did as
blown
well.
out of the state. And Tom Brady and them come marching back.
Yeah, you were
and
nervous.
they tie that game
You were
at
nervous.
27.
You were nervous.
Stop acting.
But
Dan
like, oh,
but
Dan
that's
was
exactly-
texting me.
that's
He was
exactly-
come
nervous.
on now.
I was so
But that's
nervous.
exactly what puts Matthew Stafford over. Because, okay, in game one, I was like, okay, maybe this is the Rams' way to a Super Bowl, where you use him as a luxury and not a necessity. Because game one, they kind of used him as a luxury,
He was a
not
necessity yesterday.
But he was a necessity yesterday. And even to come back, when he just said, when you thought you had won that game, and then I come back and snatch your soul, he's talking to the GOAT. The GOAT thought he had won that game. The GOAT thought he went every time he.
Well, the GOAT did his job.
Well, the
Yes,
goal,
yes, no
the
doubt.
goal probably
No
would've
doubt,
won.
no doubt,
He
no
was
doubt.
healthy.
But I'm saying though, I'm saying, if you want to be a bad man, go beat the bad man.
Yeah.
It's prison yard mentality. He went in and beat the bad man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.